What's up, everybody? I'm Nick Cato.
And I'm Spencer Breland.
Welcome to the PlayStation Drop episode 6. We are keeping it weekly now.
Trying to, at least our best.
Yes. This is actually a little bit, not even a week. This is closer than a week.
A little bit
So
less.
we recorded late last week, but this week, a lot of stuff to talk about, thank God. Thank God.
It's been a while.
It has. So, as always, Spencer, what are you playing?
Sadly, not much of anything. Life has been busy with end of year events as far as in my job place. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Mass Effect the Legendary Edition. Hoping to jump in that this week. We'll see. I at least opened it up and realized that I still had to re-download Mass Effect 2 and 3 once you opened it up. So thank God I opened it up. But yeah, not much of anything. I jumped in Resident Evil Village to start my hardcore hard run. Didn't make it very far, but also didn't have a lot of time. So I will also blame it on that. I don't suck totally. So
There you go. So before I say that, physical or digital for Mass Effect?
digital. I mean,
Come on, man. I thought you were jumping back on board.
so like my old retro consoles, I'm doing physical, of course. But I mean, I have my Xbox Series X that can take discs, but then I also have the Series S that I play on in my office to record stuff, and that's digital.
Oh,
So
man.
I can't just buy it on one. Then I'm like, okay, well, then I'm just stuck playing that in the living room.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Also, thought I'd mention, because you're talking about the old stuff, I found Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus on the PlayStation Store on PS3.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't on there. I had to dig deep. It was only $10 on the PlayStation Store.
It blows my
So-
mind like how cheap those games are on that
Oh,
store.
yeah.
And then like you try to buy a physical copy and it's like, oh my god. So it's
yeah.
is the like $60 for this like 10-year-old game, is it worth it physical? Or do I want to pay $10 and have to suffer the PlayStation Network store and the slow downloads? like,
I mean, I already got into the Nexus,
yeah.
but I was a little salty when I saw it was $10.
Yeah.
And on my Cash app, I have the boosts for the week, 25% off an Xbox and 25% off a PlayStation purchase. So I'm like, maybe I'll
pick it up.
dive in, see what happens. But yeah, I'm kind of the same with you. Been busy, not really playing much. Played a little Returnal, playing Sly Cooper 1. That's it. Just realizing how fucking amazing Sly Cooper is again,
Yeah.
They should totally make 5.
I mean, I'd be down for
Or a
it.
reboot.
Like,
Or a reboot. I'm fine with a reboot.
Sly is like my favorite like mascot character of the PlayStation brand. I know you like Ratchet and Clank, and then you got Jak and Daxter, and you got Crash, all that, but Sly Cooper's where it's at.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm trying to think. Like Sly 2 is amazing and up to par with any of the best Ratchet and Clank games, but I don't know. Sly as a character, I think he's probably my favorite as well as a character. But man, the games are just so much fun. And perfect segue. Speaking of Sly Cooper and Sony IPs, we're talking about games and all this. Sony apparently has more than 25 PS5 exclusives in development. Almost half of them are new IPs, which got me thinking. If half of them are new IPs, and we know like Days Gone 2 and stuff isn't happening, what are these other IPs are already known that are being worked on?
The Last of Us remake, The Last of Us 2 remake, The Last of Us 3.
Like even if we go through like the usual suspects, like Spider-Man,
God of War,
Uncharted, Horizon, Last of Us,
still a lot out
Ratchet
there.
Clank.
I mean, could they bring back Infamous as well?
Oh, dude.
I mean, that'd be a great one.
Please, God. Ghost of Tsushima, all that. So if you go through like the usual suspects,
There's still
that still leaves like
yeah.
5. Starts making you think like Siphon Filter, Sly Cooper, maybe. Huh?
Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter.
We need it.
Yeah, it'd be great. I mean,
I know.
I'd be excited, especially Sly Cooper. Jak and Daxter, I would be less excited, but I mean, I'd probably still be.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
But so the exclusives are coming.
Just
So
gotta
you
wait.
don't have to worry about that.
I
You gotta
feel
wait.
I feel kind of like it's like that PS4 era where there was like a year or so where nothing really came out, and then they just hit that cadence where it's like you had one big
Yeah.
exclusive like every 6 months at least. So
So just wait, everyone. It's starting next month. We're getting Ratchet. It looks amazing.
yeah,
It's gonna be perfect.
I've already pre-ordered it, even though I haven't played the first or the remake of the other one.
Oh, don't worry, man. Don't worry. It's well worth the pre-orders. And you see this BS again. It like just annoys me. Kind of like with the Halo thing we were talking about on last week's Active Reload,
Yeah,
episode 12. There's the Review Tech USA YouTuber. I like watching him. He's pretty cool, and he apologized for it. But people are just so quick to do stuff where he's like, "Oh, this game's only running 1080p, 60 frames," and it's like, dude, that was like a thing from like over a year ago, and it's not doing that.
yeah.
It's like, oh my lord, people. They're just so quick to want to like bash stuff or something. I don't know.
I mean,
It's
that's
nuts.
everything in general. I mean,
Yeah.
just get on Twitter for a day, and they're crying about something new every single day.
Oh god, I can't do it. Like, that's been the best thing I've done is not being on Twitter recently.
Yeah. Like I just miss
Yeah.
like where you could like go on there, and that's like where I got my game news. Like I'll just go through there. Now it's all these damn people. Oh, this person's terrible. Oh, they're horrible. Oh, blah blah blah. It's like, dude, just do your damn job. Report video game stuff, and be done with it. Be done with it. I didn't follow your shit for your shitty ass opinions. No, I followed because you're great at reporting game news and having gaming opinions. I didn't follow Fox News on Twitter. I followed game stuff. Like,
It's
Jesus
nuts.
Christ.
It's sad.
It is. So where are we
What?
living?
No, I know. So it's best to just stay off all that crap.
Yeah, exactly.
And I found it's way better for me and my mental. But on top of that, maybe the dreams of the all black PlayStation 5 is not dead.
that
because
controller.
because there's the new black and red DualSense controllers are unveiled. They're releasing next month, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think the same day as Ratchet.
It's
if
like
I'm not mistaken.
June 7th, if I'm not mistaken, or something.
I'll pull up the Amazon real quick because I got it in my list.
Yeah.
It's coming out.
I'll even say the red looks like
June
fantastic.
18th.
June 18th. So yeah, same day as Ratchet.
Yeah, I think Ratchet 19th or 18th, but same time as Ratchet.
Yeah.
But man, that all black. Woo! If I'll probably get it. We'll see. I mean, I haven't got a second controller for a while for any of my systems, but just in case someone comes over, you never know.
Well, that's why I wish I would have waited to pick up Fate's like spare controller, because I mean she still hasn't even played PS5, and I bought 2 controllers at launch because that black and that red looks ridiculous. Now I really wish they would just sell the face plates to like match it, so I could pop the white ones off and put the others on.
Hey, you could go on Deburn.
I could.
I'm waiting for Sony to do it though because God damn it.
You know it's got to be coming, unless they really just want to sell brand new consoles.
I just don't understand the market they're missing out on, just by making just.
To
They
me,
can make a faceplate for fucking anything.
yeah, to me, like the 360, that's what I loved about it. Like before they did the whole remodel and basically did away with faceplates, I had like Gears of War faceplate, Saints faceplate, like, and I'll just swap them out. It was,
And this is that to like the nth degree. Like,
yeah, you can
like
put a lot on
three,
that.
it's like the whole fucking console. And,
Yeah.
you could sell like just all the colors of the rainbow. You could sell all your game franchises. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
man,
You can
sell them
make
like
money.
$40.
Yeah.
$40 pop. And you know what? People will buy them like crazy.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat.
Me, I'm a wuss, and I'm terrified to take the faceplates off.
Yeah.
Even though I've looked at it and it looks really easy, I'm just terrified to do it.
I mean,
Because I still think my console is like a little baby that if I flick it, it's gonna like shatter into a million pieces.
shit, no.
I don't know why.
If they sold it, I'll yank mine off in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would have to as well. But again, I feel like I'm doing the same shit we talked about like a couple weeks ago, where it's like if they just made the all black PlayStation,
Yeah.
if they showed the white controller, I'd be like, oh man,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's fucking nice. Because I do it all the time. Like,
I'm the
just
same
like with the PlayStation
yeah.
4. when that all white PS4 got announced with Destiny, I was like, oh man, that's wild. But it would have been the same way, the other way around. So I don't know. The controller looks dope. I'll probably buy it.
Yeah.
The red one, I'm not really that
Oh.
crazy about, but
I think it looks good.
hey, it doesn't look bad, but nothing compared to the black.
Yeah.
But next, apparently Insomniac has stated there is nothing stopping them from making a Sunset Overdrive 2 for PlayStation. And I think this is on the tail end of the news of them, like, what the fuck did they do? What is it called again? I forgot. Sony, like, extended the license for Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, basically they did the trademark.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trademark, that's what it is. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word.
Yeah, no.
So
Sunset Overdrive was an amazing game. Like, I wish Microsoft would have funded a sequel like straight off the bat after, but the only issue with Sunset Overdrive is it came out basically when Microsoft was going through a PR nightmare, and that's ultimately what hurt this game. Because it is a fantastic game. Literally, you play it, and it reminds me of like some of Spider-Man and just like some of their different games.
Spider-Man and Ratchet
Yeah.
kind of melded. I don't know. To me, I know this sounds crazy because I'm like you. I loved Sunset Overdrive. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, that was during a time of my life when it came out that I was like in between jobs and I was bleeding money.
Yeah.
And I actually said, you know what? I'm just gonna like not eat lunch for a week to buy it.
That's dedication.
When it launched. It is. But I don't want Insomniac to make a Sunset Overdrive 2.
Really?
Like, I look at the games they're making right now. Like, they're making Ratchets. They're making Spider-Man. And then I look at their past IPs that I'd much rather have them do. Like, if you ask me, Nick, do you want a new Resistance or something?
Yeah.
I want a new Resistance.
Yeah.
Like, or, fuck, even if you said, hey, do you want them to just make a new IP? Yeah, I'd rather have that. I mean, Sunset Overdrive's great, but I feel like I get enough of that fix with Ratchet
games.
Clank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the level for the other games is just so much higher to me than that one. So, and then there's that like craziness of, there's probably, a lot of people don't own all the consoles, so it's like
Yeah.
there was a story, but I mean, not really anything that people gave a shit about. At least I don't think. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it'll be a hard sell.
I couldn't tell you anything about the story. I just remember the gameplay being
Energy
really,
drinks.
Yeah, really fun. Yeah, and like the whole world was pretty, as far as like the colors popping and the brightness, that type of thing.
So I will say, if they made it, I would be excited.
Yeah.
Because I did really enjoy it, but I'd rather have them do something else.
Well, I mean, I think Insomniac's gotten to the point now where I think they say they have 3 teams now, if I'm not mistaken. They're
just
pumping out games. Like, I mean, hell, we've gotten 2 Insomniac games in like the first year of the PS5.
I know. So you got Miles Morales, which is smaller, but still it's a pretty substantial game.
And then you got Ratchet, and they're working on Spider-Man 2. I mean,
yep.
So
yeah, it's like how many fucking it's nuts. I mean, that was the best buy of anything.
Oh yeah, that's money well spent. Like, I feel like Sony underpaid. Like, Sony got a deal.
Oh, I know. That's what I was saying. Like, I know Microsoft buying Bethesda is huge, but I still feel like for money to money and stuff, that's the best buy.
Yeah, it was the best deal that you could have paid for, because Microsoft, they paid way too much for Bethesda.
They did.
Because as of late, Bethesda really hasn't came out with like the amazing games that they used to come out with. Because I mean, you've hit dud after dud after dud with like Rage 2, that Wolfenstein co-op game that just wasn't as great.
Yeah.
And
Fallout 76.
They've turned it around, but yeah, at launch it was terrible.
It was great.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal was great. So
yeah, Doom Eternal was really good, but
yeah, Bethesda Game Studios. I mean, let's be real. They really bought it for Bethesda Game Studios.
Oh yeah, that and then id Tech, and basically to have Todd Howard
doing stuff. I mean, I'd pay that much. It's all good. I can't wait to see him go on stage.
Oh, me either. I missed him. It's been a
That
while,
guy.
and he's gonna look the same exact age. Like
I know, and
it's
he's
just
gonna
like-
have an even better coat,
Yeah.
an even better jacket because he got that ching
Yeah.
from this deal. So
Yeah, I'll just hear like a random scream from the ether, and it's gonna be Nick coming his pants over there. Just
don't worry, we'll be reacting to it. So it's all good.
Exactly.
You'll see my reaction to Todd walking out.
It's gonna be
Two more little things. Housemark, thank God, is looking into some form of autosave feature, but they said it's going to be really tough to do.
God, they just need to pump that out.
Man, like I understand why they're saying it might be tough to do because they probably have to change a bunch of system level things. But I don't know, man. I love this game so much, but like the gameplay of it and the story is pretty interesting. But maybe I just haven't gotten far enough in the story to like really be invested. I just love the gameplay.
Yeah, the gameplay
And I
is
just
like
want,
really tight.
yeah, I just want to play the game.
You know.
But every time I die, it's like, well, I hope I find this weapon I really love.
Yeah. See, that's the
And-
only issue I have about like these types of games. I just feel like I wasted an hour or hour and a half, like whenever I die. Because then you start back from the beginning. It's like shit. I have nothing. Basically, starting
Yeah.
this game from the get go. Don't get me wrong. It's fun. Like I can go a day or two and not play it, and then I jump back in. I'm like, okay, I'm not as irritated as I was when I died. But
And I started having some technical problems with the game as well. But it didn't do it the last time I played. But I think my biggest thing is now I'm getting like decent enough at the game, but because of this lack of a save feature, which hopefully they're doing, which I'm probably going to wait for that to start playing it again.
probably so.
When I start it, you never know which run's going to be the one.
Yeah.
So I feel like when I play it, I can only play it when I know I have like just a full afternoon where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, nothing's going on. And let's be honest, that usually is not a thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. For
I
most
mean-
people. Yeah.
Yeah, so even as much as to say like I got like an hour of free time, hour and a half, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't risk it because what if it's the run that I just get everything I need?
Yep.
You never know. So hopefully they can figure this out because that would be amazing.
Yeah, if they threw like an autosave, at least that way I can stop the game and know tomorrow I can come right back up and pick it up where I left off. Because just like that first week it came out, an update hit it, and it killed my run.
I'll say this: I never use that autosave feature because I am still in the camp right now that I do not trust the rest mode on my PS5, and I do not use it.
Well, I've trusted it because I've used it 100 times before, like with other games, and it's just like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
not the suspended games in it. I just mean like the rest mode itself. Like there's still that thing where people saying their consoles are breaking
Oh,
from rest mode.
I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had an issue.
I have used the rest mode before, but after I heard that, I was like,
Just
and the
hold on.
fact that, my God, I just don't want the PlayStation to yell at me when it turns off wrong.
Yeah.
It's such a loud, like, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
I feel like I did something wrong. It's like, it's not my fault. I didn't unplug it. The power.
Yeah. It's beyond
So-
my control.
I know. I don't know. I leave my Xbox on the quick resume thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's
I
all
trust that. Even like I've unplugged the console, plugged it back in, and the games are still suspended. Like,
good. Yeah, I don't use quick resume, actually, funny enough,
Really?
because I don't play. There's never really a time that, because Halo is not really a thing that I quick resume because it's multiplayer
yeah.
and the thing loads so fast anyway. But I don't really play multiple games at once that I'd use that. Maybe I'll actually give it a go, see how it is. I might just try it just to try it.
The only time I ever do that is like if I'm playing like a single player game and then I have a multiplayer game on the side where I'm just jumping between the two. And it's just easy to jump in, jump out. It's like, okay, I'm getting tired of this. Let me go play a quick match, then jump right back in.
It's just so strange because these two consoles are just, if I could fuse them together, I'm not even talking about like games or nothing like that. Just
It'd be the ultimate console.
because everything that the Xbox is lacking in the PlayStation is good at, and like vice versa. Like the console itself, not just the looks or anything, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny. Like I like the UI and stuff better on the PS5, but the system itself, like
Yeah.
Series X is better.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like specs, but I just mean like it's just a better console. Like
It's
it
not.
loads up so fast,
Yeah.
like it's snappy, the quicker zoom things, the just feel even like unboxing it.
Yeah.
It felt like I was unboxing. It was the best console unboxing experience I've ever had. Whereas the PS5 was like, let's just throw some fucking egg cartons on it
Basically.
and just throw it in there.
Yeah.
And but then the Xbox controller, I use it, and it feels like just any other like $30 controller.
Yeah.
And the
Meanwhile,
PS5, the DualSense is
DualSense
like,
is
oh,
amazing.
like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
if we
100%.
could just fuse them together, the controllers, the systems, it would be perfect.
Phil Spencer,
But,
give me a DualSense controller for my
oh,
Xbox, please.
and the last thing, speaking of DualSense controller, perfect segue. Horizon Forbidden West will take full use of the DualSense controller, and you'll be able to feel the grass beneath your feet, and it will use the haptic feedback and all of the jazz of the DualSense controller. I can't fucking wait, man.
Feel the grass.
Oh,
I can already see the little tagline.
hey, I feel the grass and everything else I use it with,
Dear
and the
Lord.
terrain. But the more thing I'm looking forward to is, man, it's just a fucking game changer with Returnal now actually using it, and now Ratchet's going to be using it that trigger like half pull and full pull,
Yeah.
using on both of them. Oh my god, like the quick fire arrows or something, man. Because you have other weapons in Horizon that are not just your bow. Like if you could just, quick foot. Oh man, the potential is like crazy. I don't know. I'm going through it. I mean, I'm a huge Horizon fan. I beat the game on normal. I also beat the game on the hardest difficulty.
Nice.
And that's where you really feel crazy because on normal, I mean, when you get like your OP bow, you can just sit there and just.
Yeah.
But it was fun actually hunting the things, like pinning them to the ground, doing all that stuff. So just doing that on the DualSense controller just makes me excited, and it kind of makes me feel a little, I don't know, a little less upset that the game's coming to PS4 to at least know that they're taking advantage of PS5 stuff as well.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
I mean, like I've always said, it's kind of just like you just got to think of it in terms of like a PC. Like, sure, there's gonna be like the crappy old models that can run the game, but do you really want to play the game on that? No, you want the next greatest thing to play the game on. So I think they'll fully utilize like the PS5 like capabilities, and just like rewatching this trailer now, it's like I can just imagine what it's gonna look like.
Dude, it's gonna be so good. And it's funny because I did a little video on my other channel. I was contemplating if I wanted to do it for this channel or that one. I just feel bad doing anything for this channel with me because
Why?
my stuff is so garbage. Because I just do everything off my phone.
Oh,
It's so bad,
Jesus, it's not that bad.
and it doesn't live up to like our technical standards that we have.
There's like none. It's all like band-aids and duct tape behind the scenes.
Dude, we got the layouts, the
Yeah.
videos playing, but where I was talking about, like, is it even really necessary? Is it essential to own a next gen console right now? And I still really don't think it is.
No, I
Like,
think.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled I have them,
Yeah.
but
I mean, the only added benefit of having it right now is just the faster load times and like the better frames per second resolution. That's it.
yeah, because I went down the list. It's like, I mean, Resident Evil's on old consoles, but then the rest of the games, like Mass Effect Legendary Edition, that's an Xbox One and PS4 game.
Yeah, and it's just up, basically
Yeah,
boosted for the newer
it's
consoles.
not. Yeah, it's not. And it's Biomutant. That is a PS4 and Xbox One game. That's not
Yeah.
a next gen game. And going through the list, Back for Blood,
Yeah,
Kenna Bridges Spirits, Guilty Gear Strive. These are all games that are coming out on PS4 too.
Yeah.
And fuck. And I even forgot about it halfway through the video. I was like counting Horizon as like a PS5, and I was like, wait a minute, that shit's coming on PS4 as well. I completely forgot. It's like, so in the end, like all you really have is Demon Souls Returnal, which again,
yeah,
it's a niche audience
Yep.
if you like Punishment, and Ratchet.
yeah.
And that's it. And Miles Morales is also on PS4, so it's like there's not really a
No.
need. And then Xbox, I mean, it's literally just the medium.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else. And Halo is going to be on Xbox One Infinite, so it's like, what's the fucking point? Unless you really care about 120 frames, like if you have an Xbox One X, you're good. If you have a PS4 Pro, you're missing out on a lot more than Xbox is, but
Yeah.
I mean, not that much more. Because when you do eventually get your PS5, you'll have like a nice little handful of games to play. Or instead of us, we're like, what do we play? You know, there's
Yeah.
like really nothing right now.
Exactly.
To where Spencer's playing an Xbox One game. Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass Effect, Resident Evil Village. I mean, I haven't played really anything new besides Returnal lately.
And I'm playing Sly Cooper on a PS3.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm playing
really
Resistance on the PS3. So.
Oh, man, dude, if they announce a new Resistance at E3, if Sony does something, god damn, man, I don't know what I do. I don't know what I do. Oh man, because I love Killzone and Resistance. I like Resistance more than Killzone, but
yeah,
I don't want those franchises to die.
Nah, they don't deserve to die. I mean, sure they needed a break, but I think it's about time to bring them back. Like even Killzone, I think it's time to bring it back. Just that whole world, and then I feel like PlayStation needs those shooters back. Because I mean, everything's a third-person action-adventure game with PlayStation right now.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I hope that there's a Sly Cooper announcement or something that just breaks up third-person open-world action-adventure game, like semi-open world or whatever it is.
Yeah, because I mean, everything's becoming monotonous at this point. Because I mean, heck, they even took Uncharted, made it slightly more open.
They did.
They did the same thing with The Last of Us Part 2, made it slightly more open. We don't need just open world or open games. We need, like, those linear games are great. Like, I would love to, like, that's what I liked about Resident Evil Village. I played through that game in like 8 hours, 8.5 hours. And it was enjoyable. I would honestly drop $60 on it again. Like, it's one of them games where it doesn't need to be massive to be a good game.
There's a lot of them. I mean, just like Sly Cooper, you know, there's not the thing that, I mean, because you don't really rent games anymore, you know, like there is Redbox or whatever, but you don't really rent games.
Yeah,
but there's something to be said about an amazing like weekend game.
Yeah.
There's like hardly any of those anymore where it's like, hey, you know, I got a free weekend this week, I'm gonna buy this game
and blast through.
We're good.
Yeah.
And then maybe if I want to like, you know, platinum it or something,
then I'll play through it.
I got some more stuff. But I can have a great experience for like 10 to 16 hours.
I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older. I mean, like back in the day, I was wishing everything would be open world, but
I think it's just
I'm burnt out on it.
Yeah, not just it's kind of like, you know, I love, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I love chocolate cake.
Yeah. Too much of it's a bad thing.
But if you just keep giving me it every single day, it's like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, hell, even fucking Halo's going to be like open world.
It's like, dear Jesus.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. We just need a little bit of a change. And that's why I still say that the PS3 and PS2 era and stuff is better, even though you could argue, obviously, the quality of the PS4 lineup is, you know, top notch. It's all samey. I mean,
I miss all this. I miss all the shitty movie-based games back in those days.
Oh man, I swear to God, I'm buying another Xbox original controller. Dude, can you fucking believe that Star Wars Episode 3 is not backwards compatible on Xbox?
Oh, I can believe it.
I was so mad when I saw it because Battlefront 2 is and everything.
Yeah,
but
it has to be a licensing issue. It's the only thing I'm thinking of.
Pissed. So I'm getting another original Xbox controller, and I want to play someone in that so bad.
Those lightsaber duels.
Dude, it's so good. The shit talk is what makes it the best. Like all the Anakin lines. And Vader, oh man, I can't wait. But yeah, like in PS2 era and PS3 era, like you just had Sony was still making great. And you know, you could argue obviously they're not getting like the ridiculous reviews that the PS4 games did, but you know, Ghost of Tsushima, like Spider-Man, like I mean, it's a different way to do the same thing.
Yeah,
you run around, do your main missions, side missions, collectibles, this and that,
yeah.
And a lot of what makes the game so long is there's just a lot of just point A to point B.
Yep.
Point A to point B. And Horizon does the same thing. Last of Us kind of does the same thing, and to a certain extent, and a lot of triangle tapping.
It's like
pick shit up.
If you're going to do side missions and collectibles, make it something that I care about, or make it something that's going to unlock something cool as shit that if I didn't do it, I'd be missing out on. Like
yeah, And I just miss the diversity. Like I miss the Ratchets, the Slies, the Jack and Daxters, the Kill Zones, the Resistance, the Uncharted, The Last of Us. That was also on PS3, so you had those kind of games as well. Like,
yeah, but now everything just feels the same. Sure,
for everything.
Yeah, it's okay. Now it takes place way in the future, and you're hunting these robot dinosaurs, but it's still the same gameplay loop. The same
main
open
mission, side mission.
And then you got God of War with the whole Norse mythology and everything. It's just.
Now, I'm not hating because all these games are.
I mean, they're
incredible.
amazing, but it's just like
I want a
break it up
flavor.
with something. Yeah.
And they're talking about how expensive games are to make now. You know, a Sly Cooper 5 would not cost anywhere, nor would I want it to be.
No.
On the same scale as like a Last of Us or Horizon.
Yeah, it doesn't
Spider-Man
have to
or something.
be. I mean, it's one of them games that a lot of people would buy and cost you a lot less money to make. Like,
yep.
So.
Fuck, charge $70 for it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm used to it now, so it's all good.
I mean, hell, I just paid $80 for Ratchet and Clank to get the 5 extra skins in the digital deluxe edition.
Oh man, you did. Oh.
I'm a sucker for stuff like that. If I see like digital like
awesome.
goodies, I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up. But if it was just like a soundtrack or something, I would just got the regular version. But
yeah, those ones are so awesome. See, I am having a little buyer's remorse a few times because I am pretty anal about my shelf and how the boxes and the spines of games look.
Yeah.
And I cannot fucking stand my God of War Steelbook. I hate it. Not only because they gave it to me broken.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it's generous. I have, well, you can't see it from here, but I have the Persona games, both of those in Steelbook. But it comes with the slip that has the PS4 logo and spine. God of War didn't come with that, so now it just sticks out like a sore fucking thumb.
I hate like just the plain Steelbooks, like with no like actual sleeves.
I hate it. And I bought my brother God of War, and it's not. And don't even get me started with like Player's Choice and all that. Those. Yeah. Oh my god. The fact that some of my PlayStation 3 games.
Yeah.
Why did you make the box red?
Yeah, with the greatest hits and everything. Yeah,
dude,
that's what. Like, I bought a couple games on eBay. I'm like, oh shit, this is the greatest hits version. Like, I didn't realize it till like after. I'm like,
I know, and it's fine, and then even the worst offender of the PS3 is like, hey, let's just change the spine halfway through.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, oh, I fucking hate it. But now it's like the PS5 and PS4, and to a certain extent, the back half of the PS3, they all flow so perfect.
Yeah.
It's just the same length, the same thing. It's so nice.
It's our
but
OCD.
You gotta fuck it up. I know you gotta fuck it up. But I bought my brother the regular God of War box.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. He doesn't give two shits. I'm like, dude, next time I come up, I'm giving you my Steelbook, and I'm taking the regular case because I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's
I'm just gonna. Even if you want to, I don't know. I'll just put the camera up to it at some point. It's so fucking frustrating to me. I don't know why it is, and I hate it. I hate that I'm like this.
Yeah, I think we're all like that. At least I am too. So.
But I'll say the monotony, back to what we're talking about with these games, I feel like that's kind of why Nintendo is still just rolling, because they're anything but samey.
Yeah.
All their stuff is fucking
completely different. Yeah.
And it's the best.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to talk about, Spencer?
No, I think we went on a couple good rants today. So.
It was. Good stuff to talk about, good rants. Hopefully we see some of these 25 PS5 exclusives soon.
Yeah. I mean,
give me
E3,
something.
Hopefully.
Give me something on Horizon Forbidden West, like anything at all. Even a fucking picture. A new one, I'll take it. But
I bet you there's robot dinosaurs in it.
No, I would have to agree. But who knows? But until next week, guys, thank you for listening to the PlayStation Drive episode 6.
See ya.